I am totally Penny. And if you need to be formal, that's Canon Penny Anderson, rector of St. Christopher's Church and host of Open Doors. Such an honor to welcome you this evening.
Welcome to the table. I'm Christina Mulder, the Director of Programs and Partnerships at Open Doors at St. Christopher's. We want to celebrate with you all the wonderful changes over the last year and a half. The pandemic has compounded the need in our community to be more compassionate, engage in more dignified supports, and welcome many new people to the table. Over the course of the video, you will learn about the programs currently operating and our vision for the future. You will also hear about where funding is needed and why. But first, I want to introduce you to Chris Farias from Unicorn Rebellion, a marketing agency we turn to for help with designing a sign for our community market. What we received was beyond expectations and our imagination.
Hi Christina, thanks so much for having me on. I'm so excited to be here and I'm so honored. I love everyone at Open Doors and you all are such a huge part of my community and I just love that. I love that you're part of my community. When I started this project, the goal was to design the outside facade of the food bank. And that was fine, and then I took it back and I realized that the brand had a few things that needed to be adjusted. And so when I looked at it, the food bank and Open Doors is so full of life and vibrancy and color, and I wanted to take that vibrancy and I wanted to filter it into the brand identity. So taking color and putting it up through the carrot, as you can see, I think it's over here, to show that there's life, there's color, there's vibrancy at Open Doors. And then also really thinking about the tagline and how everyone is welcome at the table. It is not just a food bank. It's not just a place to get clothes. It's not just a place to get help. It's a community table where everyone in the community, no matter who you are, is welcome there. And that idea actually came from my friend, Lady Bird Fancy Pants, and a book that she read during Drag Queen Storytime. So I'm going to turn it over to Lady Bird Fancy Pants to read you that story. Lady Bird, can everyone say, Lady Bird! On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Lady Bird! Did somebody call me? Oh, hi everybody. I'm so excited to be here. My friend Chris told me that you want me to read you a story. Now this story, you're going to have to forgive me because my puppy Whoopi ate part of the story. It's not missing any of the important parts, just this edge right here. But if you see that, that's what happened. She was a little bored probably. Whoopi can get bored sometimes. And she takes it out on my property. And this is one of the things she's decided to eat. But that's okay, we can still read the story. The story is called, let me get to it, All Are Welcome. And it is by Alexandra Penfold and Suzanne Kaufman. All are welcome. Pencils sharpened in their case. Bells are ringing. Let's make haste. School's beginning. Dreams to chase. All are welcome here. No matter how you start your day, what you wear, when you play, or if you come from far away, all are welcome here. In our classroom, safe and sound. Fears are lost and hope is found. Raise your hand, we'll go around. All are welcome here. Oh, I love these people. They're so welcoming. Gather now, let's all take part. We'll play music, we'll make art. We'll share stories from the heart. All are welcome here. Time for lunch. Lunch is my favorite, by the way. I love lunch. Time for lunch. What a spread. A dozen different kinds of bread. Oh, I love bread. Pass it around till everyone's fed. All are welcome here. Isn't that great? I love sharing. I love sharing almost as much as I love food. And I really love when you share food. Open doors, rush outside. We'll swing, we will slide. We will have fun, side by side. All are welcome here. I just love it. We're part of a community. Our strength is our diversity. A shelter from adversity. All are welcome here. We will learn from each other. Special talents will uncover. There's a big world to discover. What do you think is the next? What do you think is the next line? I bet you know. All are welcome here. So much to learn, so much to do. And when the busy day is through, can't wait to come back, start anew. All are welcome here. This is such a welcoming book. Head for home to get some rest. Oh, I love after food. Naps. I love naps. Oh, you're never too old to take a nap. You heard it here first, people. You heard it here first. And greet tomorrow ready and fresh. Our time together is the best. What do you think the next line is? I think I know. All are welcome here. You have a place here. You have a space here. You are welcome here. Isn't that great? What a great book. Well, I'm so happy I got to read this to you. And I'm so happy I got to be here on such a special day. Make sure to check out Open Doors and make sure to donate. Because we need open doors in the community. Thank you so much for having me. And I'm going to, probably going to eat and then I'm going to take a nap. Okay, bye everybody. Mwah!
COVID has given all of us a chance to slow down and rethink the way we work. At Open Doors, we have also taken this opportunity to reflect and reimagine our purpose to achieve our full potential. As a result, we have revised our mission and vision to better reflect the purpose and goals for a successful future. Our mission, together building a diverse and inclusive community that supports our shared dignity and well-being, will guide our work. And our vision for the future is every person has a seat at the table.
I'm Heather Bonzer. I've volunteered with Open Doors for many years and was thrilled to join the team of incredible staff in July 2021 as the Resource and Communications Manager. I'm excited to be here tonight to share with you some of the ways you can support the hard work happening each week within our programs. Every dollar raised tonight will have a huge impact and will allow us to better serve and grow our service within the community. You can donate anytime by dropping off cash or checks to St. Christopher's with a note saying Open Doors Programs. But tonight's a really important night. Are you ready for this? I have big news. For the next 24 hours, all donations made at everypersoneverytable.eventbrite.ca will be matched up to $5,000. That means tonight only, a donation of $25 instantly becomes $50. There is no better time to donate. A huge thank you to our matching fund donor. I'm continuously blown away by the passion and dedication of the staff and volunteers who have worked and continue to work hard through the challenges COVID has presented. I invite every person, that means you, to come to Open Doors at St. Christopher's on a Tuesday between 3:30 and 5:30 to see the programs in action. Enjoy a delicious meal. Peek at the beautiful community market. Take a walk through the garden. It's amazing. Without your generosity, we couldn't possibly continue to serve and grow. Thank you for your support, and welcome to the table.
Welcome to your community garden here at Open Doors at St. Christopher's. This space produces food for both our community meals and our community market. Last year during the pandemic, we had to erect a temporary fence. What we noticed was incredible. The amount in which we were able to grow increased fourfold, and our volunteer retention through the roof. People felt safe, secure, and protected. We also grew over 660 pounds of food. This year, our goal is 1,000 pounds, and we're pretty sure we're going to attain it as we're more than halfway there now. We also were able to secure funding from local community foundations and private donors to put in a permanent fence. As you can see, this permanent fence surrounds the garden, beautifully constructed and well maintained. I'd like to introduce everybody to our community and market coordinator, Dara, and our summer student, Jolie. Dara, would you like to tell us about the living fence?
Sure. This year, with the addition of the fence, we've had the opportunity to expand our growing area by quite a bit. So as you can see, we have planting beds all along the fence, right from the clothing store all the way over towards the community market. We have growing there a lot of different vine crops like watermelon, cantaloupe, as well as lots of pole beans and peppers and cabbage.
Dara, what would you say are the greatest needs here in the community garden going into the future?
Something that we definitely need for sure is a new potting shed. We're hoping to get a larger variety with glass so that we can extend our seasons from just the spring and summer into 3.5 seasons of the year. Something else that we would love to do is to make our garden a little bit more accessible by having some modular accessibility mats throughout so that people who use bringing, whether it's a wheelchair, a walker, a stroller, can get in here more easily. And then we always just need ongoing funding for things like soil, seeds, literacy programming, community programming, education, all those kinds of things.
Thank you so much, Dara.
You're welcome.
And Jolie, for all you do in the garden. Hi. Welcome to our community market. Some of you may know this space, this portable in our parking lot, as our food bank. And while it still has food bank qualities, we've done a total renovation inside and eventually out that you'll learn more about today. This is our community market, and I'd love to give you the tour. Come with me. Ta-da! In early 2019, we applied for an Ontario Trillium Foundation grant, which would allow us to renovate this inside space, bringing new life and dignity to the people that we serve in our community. I want you to come on in and take a look. You'll see many new features. Our shelving, which allows us to have more storage than before. Our new fridge and freezer, which allow people to self-serve, just like you would at a store. People can choose the quantity of meat and milk and dairy and eggs that they need. And then our lovely market stand, which showcases not only produce that we grow in our own community garden, but also donated produce from our friends at Food for Life. Our other partnerships that help us keep this place moving are places like the Burlington Food Bank, with their dry goods and often their proteins that they can send our way. We also work with Halton Regional Police. Their auxiliary team runs Crema Cruiser events to make sure that our shelves stay stocked. The two ways in which you can access the community market are as such. You can come on in and register at the computer with our volunteer and let them know that you're here for your monthly food bank visit, at which time you'll have access to everything in this space, from hygiene and diapers to milk and eggs. Or you can come in on a weekly basis and bring your bag with you and fill up on all the fresh produce and bread items that we may have to offer. So now our food bank has more ways in which to make sure good food comes to you and that you have a place at the table with us. In March of 2020, when the pandemic began, we transitioned from being a multi-partnered community hub to become a supporting agency to both the Burlington Food Bank and Wellington Square Community Nights. This was to ensure that our neighbors received the most effective, efficient, and safe care we could all offer. The Meals program began to cook weekly to supply Wellington Square with over 250 nutritional and well-rounded meals a week. In September, we continued our efforts to serve when Open Doors began our drive-through, with any remaining meals being frozen and sent to Wellington Square for further distribution. Our volunteers worked overtime, having only a third of the capacity they were used to, but they supported our community and made a meaningful impact. In 2021, to date, they will have prepared over 9,000 meals for our community. We have met many new faces due to this pandemic and have been able to welcome and support them with all we can. Money raised tonight will help us continue to serve at a level of dignity and inclusion that we have come to be known for. This coming year, we plan to work towards learning more about food justice and acting accordingly, as well as to continue our work in access to equitable food for all. Please follow the link to donate and help us along this journey.
When someone volunteers for Open Doors, it's a win-win situation. We couldn't run the programs that we do for people to access if we didn't have the time and talents of the volunteers, so it's a win for us, and it's a win for the volunteers because they get to be a part of this warm, wonderful, caring community.
All right, what's one word that best describes your experience as a volunteer here at Open Doors?
Fulfilling.
Uplifting.
My one word is rewarding.
Helpful.
Joyful.
Awesome.
Belonging.
Gloria, what do you love most about working in the clothing store?
What I love most working in the clothing store is I believe we get back more than we give. Being part of Open Doors has expanded my life through service to others and to foster a better life for our guests.
At Open Doors at St. Christopher's, we offer many programs in partnership with other agencies throughout Burlington and Halton. Our community meals and our community market are in partnership with Food for Life and Burlington Food Bank. Our community garden is in partnership with Halton Environmental Network and their programming through Halton Food. Some of our partnerships didn't really survive during the pandemic, just due to logistics. One of them was our partnership with Halton Region and our Calling All Parents program. They weren't able to continue, but the community nurse that led them, Joan LaSalle, reached out and said she wanted to do something more for the parents. So together we searched for pandemic relief funds, and we were able to support that group meeting weekly, sharing their thoughts and their concerns, hearing speakers. Lately, during the summer, they've been able to go out on different hikes and walks together. Another program was our respite program. It too had a rocky road during the pandemic, but we were to find some pandemic relief funding that allowed Jennifer, the respite coordinator, to continue programming by offering craft kits for the kids each and every month. Because we haven't been able to meet in person, over the last year and a half or more, we have lost out on tens of thousands of dollars in in-person donation. That's why tonight's a night where we want to show you all the wonderful things that happen in and around and how you can help keep them going. We know that we can be resilient. We just need you to get there.
There are so many people to thank for the success of tonight's event. Members of the Open Doors Steering Committee, you guys are great. And all the planning that you put into this event, I'm so grateful. To our chefs, the staff and volunteers who cooked our delicious meal, thank you. To the good people at Unicorn Rebellion, you guys are great. Our viewers tonight have now gotten to know Chris Farias a bit. I want to say thank you, not only for your time in this video, but your gifts in producing this video. And finally, thank you to you. Thank you to all of you for participating, for learning about Open Doors, and for your generous donations that allow us to ensure a place for every person at the table.